close cousin to the finger whip or that eye slap is what we term a palm wedge. A palm wedge varies a little bit from some conventional palm strikes in that we want to avoid locking out our arm. So we're never going to really have our wrist at a 90-degree angle. We certainly never want to lock out that elbow or really have a very stiff structure. The reasons for this, again, are that first and foremost, we want to make sure we're not doing any injury to ourselves, whether immediate or over the long term in the delivery of the strike. And secondly, we're very much focused with that continuity of movement, that figure eight and elliptical path. Primary zones of striking for that palm wedge will be the eye socket. So we often use that as a glancing strike to the eye socket that skips off the head, much like when you skip a rock or a pebble off of a lake. It wants to glance and pass over, so there's no stoppage. And this will allow us to continue along that path into other strikes or to continue down to the center. And so that oval can be compressed. I make it a bit exaggerated here, up and down, to the side, or even sometimes glancing as if we're slapping with that palm over and through and then coming into other strikes. I'm going to put a helmet on Danny real quickly. And so now, because of that continuity of the strike, what you're going to see is, unlike a lot of straight piston-like palm strikes that just snap the head straight back along the spine, now that continuity brings you right back, either to strike in after with the elbow or to continue with a hammer or palm. And so we see that palm wedge can be delivered with all the same mechanics. I can do it via just that shoulder compression, straight back like this, or via the pivot to the inside. This way, glancing, both together, right? Like this. And so we see from the whip to the wedge. The whip being an outer lane, outside zone strike, the wedge being an inward push to the back. Whip, wedge. And you'll feel when you deliver this on a helmet, protective gear is not magic, so you still want to be careful. It's placing tremendous push on the cervical arch back towards the brainstem. There's not a lot of room for the head to whip. Force goes right into the spine, hits the cerebellum. People often get a little white out on the strike, so be careful on that strike. As you continue along that elliptical path, it allows you to get in close, destroying in with the elbow, or changing over into other strikes.